In the news tonight, fire destroys Georgetown home of Guyanese bodybuilder Hugh Ross.
Sandra, house on fire, house on fire, house on fire. We were in front. And when I got to the room, we couldn't save anything. It already engulfed. Like my bucket of water put out.
An opposition MP blames ExxonMobil for Guyana's fuel shortage. The Common Street home of Guyanese and international bodybuilder Hugh Ross was destroyed by fire early Wednesday morning, leaving millions of dollars in losses and displacing relatives who were occupying the property. Ross, who resides overseas, had entrusted the home to two family members. At the time of the fire, his cousin and her niece were living at the house. Sandra Sandy, a cousin of Ross, said neighbors raised the alarm after spotting flames engulfing the building. She recounted rushing outside as the fire spread rapidly, leaving no time to save belongings. I just ran out when I heard the fire spread so fast that nothing could be saved, Sandy said.
Well, I was preparing the breakfast. Then I heard the neighbors shouting, Sandra, house on fire, house on fire, house on fire. We were in front. And when I got to the room, we couldn't save anything. It already engulfed. Like my bucket of water put out.
The house and all its contents were destroyed. A vehicle parked beneath the building was also damaged. Sandy estimated the losses to run into the millions.
Millions.
The fire was first noticed by a passerby who observed black smoke coming from the ceiling of the house and immediately raised an alarm before contacting the Guyana Fire Service.
I would normally do my morning checks to a property I got not too far from this one on fire. And as I was riding down Common Street, I noticed some black smoke coming out of the ceiling of the building, right? So I made a U-turn, and then the smoke started getting worse until I saw the flames and so on. And then I alerted a neighbor of the building that was on fire to call the fire service. In the meantime, I rode down to home stretch and called the service also. The guys came, but unfortunately, they couldn't out the fire in time, but I must say, I commend them for their hard work and so on.
The fire also threatened Julian's restaurant and bar and guest house next door, prompting emergency evacuation of the building's occupants. Firefighters managed to contain the flames before they could completely destroy the establishment. Property owner Julian McClue arrived at the scene as firefighters battled the blaze in an effort to save his building.
Just learned about this. I live in the out of town. I will get several phone calls came in and said, Julian, come down here now. There's a fire next door and it's going on to your building. So I appear there and this is what I come to. The fire is here. Most importantly, all the guests has left the building. They came out. That was my first concern. And the other rest is, what else can I say? The building's on fire. The firemen seem to be doing a great job. At least they got water to try to hold the fire. There's not much to do.
The building was insured?
My building is insured.
How much guests you had inside the building at the time?
I think it's about 6 of them. They all came out. They all accounted for so far. So, that's a good thing. It's a fire.
Julian has owned the property since 2004. Firefighters worked for several minutes to bring the situation under control, earning praise from onlookers for their swift response and efforts in preventing a wider disaster. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined and investigations are ongoing. Both properties were insured.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say wash your soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash your soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash your soap powder, leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks for wash your soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright, have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Wash your soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash your soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash your soap powder, have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
What are you doing? Igloo ice cream. You know it's good. GCOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by June 30, 2026, and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. How to apply for registration? You must visit the GCOM registration office that is responsible for your area of residence to apply for registration, name change, or correction. You must have the following source documents as might be relevant: original birth certificate or valid Guyana passport for new registration, original marriage certificate and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by marriage, original deed poll and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by deed poll, original naturalization certificate and original birth certificate or valid passport in the case of naturalization. This registration exercise will end on May 29, 2026. You need to apply for a transfer if you now live at a different address than the one you were registered at. For more information, contact GCOM on 225-02-7729 or visit www.gcom.org.gy.
From the Army, I go to the police force, spend 5 years service. Then take a break and join sheriff security. And so far the experience has been good and I'm enjoying it. I like my work, very dedicated and determined. Very nice company, have a lot of benefits. So I think sheriff security is one of the best so far for me, for my experience.
On a new date, Sunday 26th of April, Team Extra presents its annual Creek Explosion, performing live from Jamaica, Javinci. Granny Ivy and JJ Vibes. Music by DJ Bobby Kush, DJ Papa Feelings, DJ Magnum, DJ Garwin, David Hype, and Janus. Girls Dance Off Competition first prize, $50,000. Second prize, $30,000. And third prize, $20,000. At Aziza, Akusa, Creek, Outside. Splashman's on a new date, Sunday 26th of April. Early birds, ticket $3,000. Tickets location, White Castle Fish Shop, Fireside Suites, Just Your Size Boutique, HJ Box Office, Short Boss Boutique, and Team Extra Stabrook Market. Compliments of Fireside, Grill and Chill, Extra Ginger Ale, and Czar Lager Beer. Be a leader.
An opposition member of parliament has blamed all Giant ExxonMobil's downstream operations for Guyana's ongoing fuel shortage, calling it a national crisis.
Exxon's downstream operations, this is where, your oil refining and your petrol stations decided that, hey, we don't want to sell our gasoline and our diesel and so on in Guyana. It's not profitable because the market price is simply too low. And especially at a time like this when prices are high. So we're going to cut supplies to Guyana. We're going to divert supplies elsewhere. Imagine that they consider Guyana, the big corporation, the jewel in their crown. And this is how they are treating Guyana.
Terence Campbell, a member of parliament for Partnership for National Unity, said in a social media recording Tuesday night that the government must accept responsibility for the disruption, which triggered widespread concern among motorists.
Irfan loves to coddle ExxonMobil. He doesn't want to renegotiate the contract. The contract is sacred. And on the other hand, Exxon's Ruth Ledge says he likes the administration approach to development, that they're doing a good job. So the two of them have a mutual admiration society. But at the end of the day, Exxon is a hard-nosed business that makes decisions strictly based on their bottom line. And that is what they did. And so we don't have adequate supplies of fuel in Guyana because they decided that it's better to sell their gasoline and diesel and perhaps kerosene elsewhere.
Following reports of the shortage, which was later confirmed by the government, motorists rushed to gas stations to fill up their tanks and, where possible, purchase extra fuel. By Tuesday, lines at some service stations had drastically reduced as shipments of oil began arriving on Monday night. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.